border of Canada.
I did not know Detroit was on the border of Canada until we went to Detroit, and Michael goes, Canada's over there. I said, what? Yeah, Canada is on the border of Detroit. I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
He, like, casually just mentioned it. It was like, oh, shit.
Completely off topic, but going on that, are you going to go to Lambeau for...
We want to.
That's going to be hard, dude. You might have to fucking drive.
I mean, that's not the problem. We both want to. It's just, again, Michael's may or may not be able to go. I am going to do everything in my power to go. Whether I go with or without him, I'm going to be there.
The thing is, that's like kind of crazy that they're having the draft in Green Bay, right?
Yeah. Because
like Green Bay is a town of 80,000 people.
Yeah.
And they don't have the hotels. They have nothing. Like, Josh, it's the weirdest thing ever going there. Because so there's the highway that you take.
You're going to go, right?
I'll probably end up.
You should.
I probably will. But
we should do that. I'll stay with you guys, like you and like Katie, and we'll like.
My house is a 5-hour drive from Lambeau, and I live in Northern Illinois.
I assumed if you were going, you'd be staying with Katie.
I probably will. Katie lives 4 hours from Lambeau.
Never mind.
Yeah, dude, like hotel rooms for that weekend. Hang on, what weekend's the draft? Yes, I want to meet Donnie, dude. I need to see Donnie.
By the way, welcome in here to episode 154 of Burns and Berman.
Hey, everyone.
I just started the show in the middle of our conversation about Canada being close to Detroit.
Joshua, what weekend's?
It's the last week of April, first week of May. Like, it's always the last week of April.
It's not Memorial Day weekend, is it? Oh, last weekend of April. Yeah, I'm going to look it up, right? NFL draft date. It is April 24th to 26th. Wait, is that 2025? Yep. Okay, so April 24th. So that's first night to the 26th is the last day. So leave the 27th. Hotel rooms in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Wow. Right in the middle of Green Bay. The Quality Inn and Suites are going for $1,120 a night. Now. Hotel rooms about 30-minute drive away in Appleton are going for $321 a night.
I'm going to talk to Michael later today and get this hotel. Let's try and get the hotel room now.
You could drive.
That price is going to go up.
You could drive from Kaneohe you could stay at the Motel and Suites for $189 a night. That is crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Michael about that.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
We're going to figure that out.
Yeah. Get TickPick on the list.
Because I'm going. There's no way I'm not going. There's so much content to get.
It is the dumbest thing for them. Like, look, it's going to be cool seeing the draft at Lambeau, but realistically, it's the dumbest fucking thing in the world to have it there.
But it's cool.
It is cool. It is, but it's going to be a pain in the ass for especially people like you to get up there.
Yeah, but I'm excited for it, but yeah.
Like, for me, I'd probably just go for the first night and just drive home after the first round of the draft.
Right.
And get home at like 4 a.m.
Let's put it this way. I think it was 400,000 people were in Detroit on night one.
And you know that for a fact that Wisconsinites are going to try and beat that.
And the population of the city is 80,000.
Yeah. Let me actually see. How much is the Green Bay population? No, it's 105,000. So not much more.
Still, there were more people in Detroit that night at the draft than there are people that live in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah, there are 6. Yeah, Detroit is 6 times the size of Green Bay, population-wise. It's crazy. My college town in the middle of nowhere in Illinois has a higher population than Green Bay, Wisconsin.
That's going to be so cool, though, like being in a small town.
It is. It's one of those places where you have
But, like, it's going to be a nightmare to actually, like, do.
Like what I'd say is, the draft is going to be the draft, but when you should really go is the next time down the line when the Ravens play at Lambeau. You have
Which
to
I believe is next year. It is.
Yeah. That's when you should go instead of the draft. Honestly. That's when
but I'm going to go to the draft just to go to the draft. But
so you're just going to do both.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Fuck it. Welcome, guys.
Fun way to start the show right there.
Yeah. Episode 154. Welcome back. We're having great times over here.
Yep.
And it's conference championship weekend.
It is.
It's finally that time. It's weird. We have 2 days. It's really weird for Josh because
we should be playing.
He answered it for me. But we have 2 fantastic matchups to talk about this weekend.
We do.
Starting off with the NFC Championship.
Yeah, first of all,
the early game.
Both you and Michael went 3-1 last week. Me and the fans went 2-2. Overall in the playoffs, you and Michael are 7-3. Myself and the fans are 5-5. Overall in the season standings obviously won't change. It goes fans by a lot, and then me by a lot, then Michael by a lot, then Burns by a lot.
Done. I had too many of those fucking goldfish. Done. Goldfish.
Let's get things started though with a divisional matchup between two teams that, believe it or not, will be meeting in the playoffs for only the second time. Couldn't believe that.
Weird.
The Commanders and the Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
The Commies are in this situation for the first time since they won the Super Bowl on their criminally underrated 1991 team. That's the first time they've ever even made it this far. Jaden Daniels, the 4th rookie quarterback ever to be in this position, joining Mark Sanchez, Joe Flacco, and Brock Purdy. All of them lost in the conference championship game. He'd be the first rookie quarterback to ever start a Super Bowl if he can pull this off. He is also, I believe, 5 passing yards away from surpassing Russell Wilson for the most passing yards by a rookie in the playoffs. So I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin can become the 4th player ever with 85 plus receiving yards and a touchdown in 3 straight playoff games. That's pretty crazy. All this talk about Saquon Barkley and the record, and wow, fuck that. He's about to break he has a chance to break the real record, the including playoffs record, held by Terrell Davis. He's about 140 something yards. It's in here away from the real single season rushing record, that 147. If they win, he's definitely going to break it. Whether it's on Sunday or in the Super Bowl, he's going to get, if they win, he's going to get 147 rushing yards in 2 games. That's for sure. Whether or not he would get it on Sunday, I'm not sure about.
All he needs is that one breakaway run that we see almost every week now.
Well, he has the most 50-plus yard rushing touchdowns in a single season. He has that record.
Starting off here, man. Number 1, props to the fucking Commanders, dude.
Yeah.
Going into Detroit in a game where nobody thought that they had a fucking chance in hell. Everybody's like, this Lions team has looked ferocious all year long. And they just played their hearts out, man. You could tell, and we've talked about so many times, man, there's nothing scarier than a team with nothing to play for.
Yep.
They got nothing to play. They got nothing to lose at all. I think I said the first quote wrong. Whatever. But they have nothing to lose. The Washington Commanders, if they lose this game, if they get beat by 40 by Philly, it doesn't matter. Hell of a year. Hell of a year. And there's so much more that they could do in the future as well.
They're going to be the hot Super Bowl pick next year.
They will be 100% because they're going to go out and they are going to snag almost every free agent they can this offseason.
Yep.
And a lot of people are going to want to go there after seeing what the hell has happened this year. Jaden Daniels is special, man. I fucking hate the fan rivalry, which, I mean, it was bound to happen between Caleb and Jaden because I love watching him. He's so fun to watch. So fun. And on the other side of the ball, I feel like for this championship Sunday, there's 2 common enemies. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. But the shitty
not
part
as
is,
much Philly as Kansas City.
No, have you not? Dude, nobody likes Philly.
No, yeah, no one likes Philly. But, like, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. Everyone's just like.
But the bad part is, Josh, and I'm spoiling it now and I don't care, I'm rooting and taking both of the common enemies to win because my Super Bowl prediction, all I need is the Eagles and Chiefs to make it.
That was my preseason pick. I've never nailed a preseason pick. That'd be crazy.
Yes, so I'm guessing we're both in the same boat here. I don't like the way that Philly played last week. I don't. I don't. But what I really need and what would really help me in this game is if the Eagles went in there and blew the Commanders out of the water. And somehow, then the Chiefs, they have a close game against the Bills, they win. And somehow they favor the Eagles over the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
I can guarantee you that will not happen.
No, it won't. But
I can guarantee you they will not. The Chiefs will be favored.
You know the Eagles right now have the best odds to win the Super Bowl?
Wow.
They do.
Really?
They are plus 180 to win the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs are like plus 240. Somewhere around there. But, yeah, man. I mean, I actually do kind of like the Eagles a little bit.
I've always liked the Eagles.
The way they play ball this year is so interesting.
I have always, kind of liked Philly. Always.
If you had to have a second favorite team, who would it be?
I mean, I always tell you it's the team that I hype up. So it kind of differs from year to year. But in terms of team that I kind of always have a soft spot for, I don't think I've ever said this, but Philly. I've always kind of had a soft spot for them. I don't know if they'd be my second favorite, but I have
my major soft spot is Dallas. I've talked about that. I like Dallas a lot, which is a very crazy opinion to have. And that's why I don't really like
Philly. Same with Philly.
Yeah. Yeah. But I made a video today because
I've also said Baltimore and Philly fans are very, very similar.
Yes.
Very similar.
They are. And that's why I like the Cowboys so much, because Cowboys fans are exactly like Bears fans. Same way. This is our year. We're going all the way. We're winning the Super Bowl. Except the Cowboys usually have something to play for, and we don't.
Ravens fans want to fire everybody no matter how much success we've had. You're getting booed off the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, people want to say, Chicago fans are kind of a blend of a little bit of Boston, a little bit of New York, a little bit of low key. We're not as loud as New York, Boston, Philly.
Lions are a lot more likable. A lot more. But yes, this is true.
No, the Bengals are a lot more likable.
See, okay, there you go.
No.
But their fan bases are very, you know what it is? It's the divisional rival aspect.
No, the Lions were not likable at all. They suck.
Yeah, and I feel the same way about Cincinnati.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing. The fake fans, it happens to every single team when they get good.
Yep.
The story that I love to say is the worst people that I ever met growing up. They were Bulls fans, they were Blackhawks fans, they were Cubs fans, but then somehow they're Packers fans, right? The worst people in the world growing up, the worst people in the world. But all of a sudden in 2018, when the Bears won the division, you saw all those people wearing blue and orange.
Yeah.
Their dad buys tickets to the Bears games. They're there. And right after the doink, right back to where they started.
Right.
And those are the worst people ever. They suck. And hopefully there are some fake Bears fans. We need it. We need it. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know where I was really going to go with that. But yeah, back to this fucking game. I want this game to be boring. I want it to be really boring. I want the Eagles to just blow them out of the water. I don't want it to be a game. You get what I'm saying, Josh?
No, because I want good football.
Well, no, I usually do want good football, but for my rooting interest, I'm rooting for a shit show where Saquon Barkley rushes for 300 yards and scores 6 touchdowns, and they win by 40. And so it's what's your score? 40-10. And the reason why it is nothing against the Washington Commanders, nothing. It is because of my future on the Philadelphia Eagles to win the Super Bowl. And yeah, that's really about it. I mean, dude, if it's a good game, I'm going to be having a good time.
Okay. I don't like to use history and precedent often as my reasoning behind a pick.
Mm-hmm.
But do I really see a rookie quarterback? I just can't. I can't wrap my head around a rookie quarterback pulling this off.
No.
I just can't. There's other reasons why I'm going with Philly. But if I'm being completely honest with myself, a huge reason why I am picking Philly is just the no way factor. Obviously, there's no way they're going to do this.
But the shitty part is, Josh, the worst part about it is it was the same thing last week. It was the
right,
same
but this is like
thing.
teams have done what they did last week. Yeah. No one has done this.
No one's done it and then went to the big game.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Which also, so you're taking Philly.
Yeah. But there's also, elaborating from even beyond that.
Yeah.
I still am waiting on this Washington team to kind of just come back down to earth defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Because their defense, like Bobby Wagner, man, has done one hell of a job over there. Joe Witt Jr., their DC, has been great.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Sanders, their rookie corner, has been on 2 picks last week. Jonathan Allen's but this is the NFC Championship game.
This is how they get you, dude.
In Philly.
It's
just one of the.
It's just one of those days where you want to.
Philly's gonna get it done.
Philly will. They will. I'm glad that we both agree on that.
31-21.
Hey, they cover. Okay. Thanks, Josh. A bit of an interruption before we get into the AFC Championship. Okay. My buddy had a take yesterday, and me and him, I kind of agreed with him on this, and I want some opinions.
Okay.
This Sunday is the last real football Sunday. The Super Bowl, yes, it's the championship. Yes, it's everything, but at this point, that's not a real football Sunday. The Super Bowl is its own element, almost.
Well, yeah, but the game, all of that's true until the game starts.
Kind of.
That's how I feel about it. You are right until kickoff. Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. You're right until kickoff of the second half.
Okay. I'll take that.
Once that third quarter starts, then it's just, all right, let's crown a champion.
Mm-hmm. All the casual viewers. That's the thing. It's all the casual viewers joining in.
Yeah. Not even casual viewers, non-sports fans.
Yeah, because it's a Super Bowl. Everybody has to watch the Super Bowl. It's the most viewed event in the U.S. every single year.
Right.
And that's just the way it goes. And the only way where it's not really a spectacle like that is if your team is playing in the Super Bowl.
Right.
That's really the only way, because then it's like a regular football Sunday. You're locking in, watching them. And
let's be honest with ourselves, though. Is that a bad thing that the Super Bowl is like that?
No, it's not.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
It's cool. But me and the boys were just kind of like, damn, this is the last football Sunday of the year. Got to soak it all in, you know? This is the last football Sunday of the year.
Well, also because there's more than one game.
True.
I mean, there's also that aspect of last football Sunday, because really it's not a football Sunday, it's one game. No different than a Thursday.
And hey, I got to tell you guys, I had some breaking news today, and maybe the fattest news of my entire life. Okay. So, I got an email.
Okay.
This is bad. This is going to be a fucking clip. I spent so much money at Buffalo Wild Wings in 2024 that they gave me a different level of status in their rewards program.
Let's go.
I am now officially blazing status. That's where they put me at. I'm officially blazing status.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I go to B-dubs at home like fucking 3 times a week, dude. It's bad. But like, there's nowhere else to go. That's just the place. See, they sent me this. I earn 20% more rewards points than other users. and they said I spent over $250 last year at Buffalo Wild Wings, which that's a lie. It's definitely way more.
I was about to say that's not that much.
No, it's definitely at least like $700.
$250 ain't that much at all.
I love Buffalo Wild Wings. You go there, you get the BOGO special. It's cheap. I just thought that was great news for the show. So,
yeah, congrats,
thanks.
Burns.
And the reason why I brought that up is because what we did last Sunday, and I'm doing it again, is we went to the store, got a bunch of chips and dips and everything for the games. We had queso, buffalo chicken dip. But I was looking today. I mean, no, it was 2 days ago at the grocery store. They have Buffalo Wild Wings dips. Don't even ask what I'm doing on Sunday because you already know from that statement. Okay, and I'll have a report on Monday. All right. Now over to the boring side of things because no one cares about that conference, the AFC Championship.
Burns, you want to know something crazy?
What's that, Joshua?
How many times did Brady and Manning play in the playoffs? Do you know?
How many times did they play?
Actually, let me rephrase that. Mahomes and Allen are about to meet in the playoffs for the fourth time.
God, they had to play each other. Was it around 4?
This is the fourth time Mahomes and Allen have played in the playoffs. How many times did Brady and Manning play? Do you know?
Was it 4?
In the playoffs.
Yeah. Was it 4?
5.
Wow.
And these two are already on their 4th meeting.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Now, granted, there were a lot of years where they just missed each other. Divisional round, just didn't match up. There was a lot. I mean, I'm pretty sure 1, 2, 3. I think 3 of them or 4 of them were in the AFC Championship. This is the second time that this is the AFC Championship between these two.
Yeah.
So there, I mean, it's just that aspect, but still, that's crazy. All right. This game, man.
It's the same story every year, and that's why people hate it, but it's going to be absolute cinema.
I am so excited to watch this game.
Yeah.
Of course, there is an element of like just should be in this game. But in terms of what we're about to watch, oh, this is going to be fun as fuck, man. This is going to
be a good time. This is what
I mean, this is the storyline here. I mean,
you could almost say that this is the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but then I don't want to discredit.
But I need Philly to win. So,
I don't want to discredit the NFC.
Yeah.
But
I mean, this is just fucking crazy at this point, man.
We have
big question.
Go ahead.
The big question that everybody's asking themselves, will Josh Allen finally be able to do it, Josh?
Can he do it?
Can he do it? I mean, in previous years, man, we had the overtime rule change. We had Josh Allen. It's not really can Josh Allen do it.
That is what I was going to get into.
It's can the Buffalo Bills do it? Because if you look at the stats with Mahomes and Allen in these games against each other, regular season and playoffs, it's fucking absurd on both sides. It's ridiculous.
Well, let's put it this way. The last 2 times these 2 teams met in the playoffs, the Chiefs won on a walk-off touchdown in overtime, and Tyler Bass missed a game-winning field goal after Josh Allen put them in field goal range.
Yep.
So.
It's ridiculous, man. I really want to see, like, the Chiefs win in the most, like, black magic way possible. Just to see the internet outrage.
It would just be so funny.
Oh, it would be so funny, man. And I don't like the Chiefs. I don't like them that much, but I like rooting for greatness a little bit when it doesn't affect me. And out of all 4 of these teams left, unless if the Commanders win against Philly, the team that I'd want to see win a Super Bowl out of the 4 is probably Kansas City, which sounds weird to say. It does. Out
of all of the teams, the team I want to see win the most by far is Buffalo.
Oh, Buffalo would be sweet.
That fan base deserves it. That franchise deserves it. Josh Allen deserves it.
They do. Oh, and did you see the edit of Josh Allen after that Bills fan said some certain things on the live stream?
He's so funny, by the way, Josh Allen.
I thought,
he is
that almost got
comedic
bad for a second. That almost.
I don't know what you're referring to, though. I do not know what you're talking about with Josh Allen. What you were.
You didn't say it?
What are you talking about? No.
It's like this older Bills fan on TikTok Live who called Lamar Jackson certain words.
Oh, yeah, I've seen so many. I mean, again, Bills fans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bills fans on social media have been awful.
Yes. It was an edit of that guy, and then it cut away, and then it was an edit of Lamar Jackson just bawling, which was pretty cool to see.
I didn't see that one. But no, I mean, yeah, Bills fans on social, as I've said, I categorize them as two different people. There's Bills Mafia, and then there's Bills fans on social media. They're not the same people.
Yeah, no, they're not. They're not. And that's the same for every fan base out there.
Yeah.
That's the same. Like, what's a good comparison? When I went to the Texans-Bears game, Texans fans are pretty quiet on social media. You really don't see a lot of Texans fans out there. You don't.
No.
But on there, in person, they're everywhere, man. Houston's got a diehard fan base. It's crazy. They just don't have that presence online. They just don't have that presence online, man.
Here's the thing. We all know what this is with Kansas City. Whether you think it's the refs, whether you don't think it's the refs. Yep. The Chiefs put themselves in a position where in order to beat them, you can't make mistakes. You just can't. Don't turn the ball over. Don't commit dumb penalties.
Bingo.
Don't put the refs in a position to make a call. The refs won't make a call if you don't put them in a spot where the refs have an opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
It's really that simple. Oh, the Chiefs get all the calls. Well, don't let them make the calls.
Yeah.
That's how this works.
Yep. That's the way it goes. And dude, the thing is with all the talk and everything, with Patrick Mahomes coming out and apologizing about the dive, I don't know. My dad was telling me about that, but I wouldn't be shocked if he got.
Listen, it's not his fault that the rules are like this.
I wouldn't be shocked if he read some like the Onion article, you know?
Yeah, I have not heard that at all about him apologizing.
He probably did. Hold on.
What does he have to apologize for? He's not the one who made the rule.
Let me see. Hold on.
He's not the one making the call. Get mad at the league, get mad at the refs. He's not the one. Like, it's not his fault.
Mahomes apology. Yeah, I think my dad's just an idiot. I thought that was actually real for a second. Yeah, he definitely got trolled.
Of course, yeah. And just so we're clear, the Chiefs do get more calls than any other team.
But the one thing they did say that I do agree with is I think the Bills defensive staff is going to tell them, blow him up. They're going to say, hit him, get in his head. But the thing is, make the refs.
Well, you know what? Look at what the Raiders did to him on Christmas a couple years back, last year. That's exactly what Max Crosby did.
They blew him up every play. Blow him up. Sure, you might have a couple roughing the passer calls. You might have a couple late hit calls.
Get in his head is what you're saying.
But the thing is, what my dad said, I agree with, he's just like Michael Jordan. Yep. When he gets pissed off, that's when you don't fuck around with him when he gets pissed off, and he'll kill you. He'll kill you if you piss him off. Now, there is the rare time.
Whether you want to admit it or not, the man is one of the best quarterbacks to ever do it.
Yep.
And you can make a really strong argument that he is the best to ever do it.
Yeah, you can already, which is crazy. Well, what? This is year 7, 8?
7 for him starting, 8 in the league.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy. He's old.
29 years old.
I don't know if that's like a we're old thing or just like, holy shit. He's done all this, and it's only his age.
He is 29 years old, and with a win, he will surpass Joe Montana for the second most playoff wins by a quarterback of all time. At 29 years old.
That's crazy. And he's going to be in this league for a long time, man.
Let's put it this way. If he has a career as long as Brady, we're going to be in our mid-30s when he's done. Let's put it that way.
Having Mahomes for that long would be ridiculous, man. That would be ridiculous. And seeing him, the big thing when I actually started to like Patrick Mahomes a lot was watching quarterback.
Yeah, I have always like Mahomes is a likable guy. He just is the villain.
Yeah,
he's the villain of the league. He is like that's just what he is.
Well, there's a lot of reasons why people hate the Chiefs, and
just so we're clear, Francis. No shit. The Chiefs get more calls than everyone else. Patrick Mahomes gets more calls than any other quarterback.
Yep.
Like, yeah, that's just how it works.
Yep.
But
and Ben Johnson
instead of complaining about it, you got to go into the game knowing that.
Yep.
And don't put yourselves in the position where that can potentially happen.
Agreed 100%. And Ben Johnson is the head coach of the Bears, Francis. Okay. Talking about the other side of the ball, because we've talked a lot about Mr. Patty Mahomes. Josh Allen's just sitting right there, man. Very likable guy. Maybe Josh Allen, I'd say top 5 most likable guys in the league.
Very funny guy.
Very funny guy. I'd say top 5 most likable guys in football.
Except for Ravens fans. They hate that man's guts.
Yeah, they do.
I never have and still don't have anything against the guy. He's got a great name for starters. But he is, he's great.
He's ready to roll, man. He's ready to roll, and he wants
that's the thing is looking back on that Ravens-Bills game. You had 2 quarterbacks. Whose moment is it this year?
It's
and to me, this year, all year, has just been Josh Allen's moment.
Yeah.
Get rid of Stephon Diggs. Doubt this team. Watch this. Best record they've ever had with Josh Allen. I mean, you can't beat the Chiefs. Watch this. He's going to go into Arrowhead and beat them. And then he's going to go win the Super Bowl. I'm picking the Bills.
Wow.
I think it's their year. I really do. It feels like it's all coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everything I just said is exactly how it felt with the Ravens last year and what happened. So
they crumbled like a cookie.
So you can't doubt it. Because
you see,
the Chiefs could just do it, but I'm picking the Bills. I'm picking the Bills 31-30.
Yeah. I wish I could take Buffalo. I wish I could because I want Buffalo to win. It would be awesome to see them in the Super Bowl. It would be. But I have to go with the Kansas City Chiefs, and I have to go with Patrick Mahomes.
It's fair.
I think it's just simple, man. It's a simple pick. And they go in there and do their job. That's what the Chiefs do. Home field advantage. My boy tailgating with Rod. Go and watch his TikTok. It's electric. He's just like this old dad who's a big Chiefs fan. They tailgate all the time. Electric. He'll be in attendance.
Mr. Brightside was sick.
Yeah, when did that start as their thing? Or has that been their
this
thing?
year.
So
it's a Dawson Knox, Dalton Kincaid thing. They started it. It had
Well,
apparently been this stadium like rotation from music. And then they got a clip of Knox and Kincaid talking about how they like it. And they played that clip in the stadium before playing Mr. Brightside in the fourth quarter, like early in the year. And from that point on, it just became their thing.
Oh, I was wondering if either of them went to either Michigan or Missouri. Because that's both the Michigan and Missouri thing.
Yeah.
But neither of them did. Yeah, that's a big Michigan.
Enter Sandman is very much not the Ravens thing, but we can pretend like it is.
Yeah. Wow. We have our own song, Hype. But yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs here, and I'm taking the Chiefs to win 30-28 in a thriller.
What I really hope, though, is this game ends with someone winning it and not with someone losing it at the end. Like, I hope it's one team did something at the end of the game to take it.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be someone made a mistake, similar to what happened with Mark. Like, I don't want that. I want someone to just make it happen.
Yeah. That's what I want. It's going to be so interesting, dude. We have such a solid football day on Sunday. It'll be so much fun. I'm so excited. And in other news around the NFL.
How about what's going on in Jacksonville?
And how about what's going on in Vegas, baby?
Yeah, what do we start? What do you want to start with?
You go first. Let's go Jacksonville.
Let's start with Jacksonville.
Liam Cohen, man. The future.
So, I told you about that clip that Shad Khan had, where they asked him if he would fire their GM if the head coach that they didn't want him there, and he didn't give an answer. Look what happens now, not even 24 hours after firing Trent Baalke. Hey, Liam, you want to reconsider? Yeah, I do. All right, cool. Come back. Completely ghost the Bucs. Tell him that his kid was sick, when in reality he was going back to Jacksonville for the interview. Completely ghosts that organization in like a Josh McDaniels 2017 type of a move.
It's kind of legendary, though. I'm not going to lie.
It's only legendary if it works, though.
Yeah. Yeah. And he just made a lot of new enemies, too, in this process. Yeah. He really did. Because if he just took the job, he took the job. You know, it is what it is. They wish him best of luck in Tampa, whatever. But twisting them like this, that's a problem.
From that aside, though, I think it's a great hire.
No, it is a fantastic hire, dude. I mean, what he was able to do with that Bucs offense is awesome.
He's Nico's guy. Nico loves him.
Yeah. And I can't wait to see what he does with Trevor Lawrence because, man, Trevor needs some help. Yeah, Trevor needs something. Please save him. I want to see Jacksonville play good football, man.
Yeah, me too. That's another team I always had a soft spot for.
Yep. Because they're a small market, they cause no problems. They just kind of chill there, you know?
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes. And then, Josh, let's say the Raiders accept Pete Carroll's fourth-year option. He would be the head coach of an NFL team at 77 years old.
First of all, he's the youngest 73-year-old I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. No, he's like 50.
Yeah.
He's going to live to be like
he doesn't, I don't care how old he is. He doesn't act like it.
106. I could see it.
I love this hire.
I love Pete Carroll, man. I love Pete Carroll.
This is a slam dunk hire. This is one of my favorite hires of the year.
Yep. He's so fun, man.
All right. You have the hot, like, Ben Johnson, Mike Vrabel names that, sure. But I really think this is one of the best hires. I really do. When you are a team that has been so bad for the last 20 years, you need a culture builder. We've talked about it. That's what he is. Let's put it this way, Burns. In the last 20 years, the Lions have played in 8 playoff games. The Commanders have played in 8.
Yep.
The Lions have played in 7. The Jags have played in 8.
Yep.
The Dolphins have only played in 4. The Browns have played in 3. The Raiders have played in 2.
Yeah.
And they lost both of those games.
Yeah.
Their last playoff win was the 2002 AFC Championship game when 40-year-old Jerry Rice was their leading receiver.
That's so crazy, dude.
One of the most wild seasons of all time, by the way. Jerry Rice having 1,000 yards at 40 years old. But that's a different conversation.
Yeah. I want the Raiders to be back, man.
This is how you turn an organization around. Tom Brady's coming in. Pete Carroll's coming in. You're installing a culture.
Installing a culture, and they're going to go and get their quarterback of the future. Hopefully he works out, whoever it is, if it's Cam, if it's Shador, we'll see. And they're going to do their thing.
I love this move.
It's exactly what they needed, dude. It's perfect.
Now, I'm not saying you're going to go turn around and win the Super Bowl next year or anything, but this is just. Here's the other thing. You got Andy Reid, Sean Payton, Jim Harbaugh, Pete Carroll, all in the same division.
That's crazy.
Carroll and Jim Harbaugh are back.
Yeah. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, it is. And the Raiders and Chargers have a real rivalry, man. The Raiders and Chargers do not like each other. That's a very underrated rivalry.
Well, it is. And I mean, you think about it back in the day, dude, when they were in Oakland, they were right there.
The Raiders have a shit ton of fans in LA.
Yeah.
The Raiders probably have more fans in LA than the Chargers do.
They have more fans in LA than they do in Vegas. They have no fans in Vegas, dude. Well, but also the thing is like with any team moving to Vegas, the only Vegas team that actually has a fan base is the Golden Knights. They have a very big fan base there. But when you see your teams on the road and out of all cities, you see Las Vegas.
Right.
Everybody's like, oh my God, it's the perfect weekend trip. Yes, we're all going. And that's how it happens, especially when you have 1 million hotel rooms right next to the stadium.
Sure, that's great, but I'm not operating under that right now. I'm operating under just let's focus on right now. Let's focus on getting better right now. Address this issue when it gets there.
Yeah. They'll address it eventually. But
they don't need to address it now.
Yeah. It'll be somebody who will push the same culture. It'll be somebody.
Because if you hire a great coordinator and he has a great first year, guess what? He's gone.
Yeah. Out of anybody that I trust to run a football organization today, Tom Brady. And Tom, he's going to work with Pete Carroll, and they will figure it out together. There's really not two minds that you could get much better than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, any other news you want to talk about, Joshua?
Not really.
I mean, Bobby Slowick got fired. That was kind of crazy.
That's wild, man.
If he goes to Detroit.
Because he was so good last year, but he was so bad this year.
He was. Yeah, G-Fed met you at the St. Louis Blues game last night.
Oh, Block?
Yeah.
Nice.
He just so happened to be in St. Louis, and he was at the same game, and he ran over and found you in the club section. And then you were riding a mechanical bull at this bar last night.
Nice.
So that's lit, dude. But anything else you want to get into?
I got nothing.
Same here. Fellas, thank you so much for the support today, for the support all season long. We appreciate you. And we'll be back on Monday to talk about the Super Bowl. That's weird. That's really weird. So, thank you, boys. We'll see you on Monday.
See you guys.
Go Eagles, go Chiefs. I need them, please. Goodbye, everyone.
Still go Ravens.